Best African Music Performer Award goes to Tyler. Honestly, I think she deserves it, because judging by what the one of the organizers said, if the American producers are responsible for choosing who's best, that means they will be going after the sound they understand best, which is the American sound. And when you listen to Tyler sing, Tyler sound American. Her sound is American sound. That's how I see it. Okay, does Tyler sound like Brenda Fassie of South Africa, the legendary Brenda Fassie? Does she sound like Nonsembo of Jerusalem? Does she sound like Yvonne Chaka Chaka of Unkombotri? I know if you pronounce them well, I not be South African. Does she sound Amapiano? Does she sound Afrobeat? Does she sound like Wendy Shea of Ghana? Does she sound like Jiaki? Does she sound like Efia? Does she sound like Tiwa Savage? Does she sound Yemi Alade? Be honest, does Tyler sound like any African female artist that you know, except for one, when she's still winner, Thames? Because if you ask me, Thames sound more like Americans than African. That's just the truth. It's like the Americans, it's like the agenda of this Grammy is to promote the African sound, the American sound in Africa. Because they are always finding a way to choose the American sound to put it on top of the African sound in Africa and calling it the best in Africa. And people are buying into it. Because the danger of this is the youngsters coming up, the ambitious one who want to win the Grammy will gravitate to Tyler sound and Thames sound, and by gravitating to these two that have won it, they will be sounding Americans in Africa. Going by that way, the African sound gradually will fade away before you know it. Because it's not long ago, by the early 90s and 80s, the American sound dominate Africa. American artists were hot shots in Africa. Them Eminem, Ja Rule, all of them. I'm not going to mention all of them. Jay-Z, 50 Cent, all of them dominate Africa. But in this time, day and age, the African artists have been able to gain back their African territory, controlling the African space, controlling the sound in Africa by the African artists, and even going global. E.g. like Jerusalem was global. Burna Boy sound is global. But somehow, if we follow this trend of Grammy, very soon, those sound we go lost. It be like Grammy is, they are trying to colonize African sound. They are trying to Americanize the African sound by choosing it, because I don't understand how now the producer in America now then they determine who's best in Africa. What template are they using? Because I don't get it. This is not to say Tyler is not deserving of the award, because going by the criteria, what the guy said, she clearly deserves it. Because if American producer have to choose for Africa, he will choose the sound that he understands, the sound that he vibes to. And that's what happens there. So all this jabbing Davido, trying to downplay Davido, that small girl, it doesn't make sense. Because we should wake up from our sleep. This is another form of colonization. Now in the council, we should wake up. Before we wake up one day, because you can't be more Catholic than the Pope. Because once they don't finally capture us with their American sound, how can you sound better sound American better in Africa than American? If it even makes sense. So please, we should trend with caution. We should stop this obsession of Grammy, because I don't, honestly, it's not worth it. See, okay, they go give Fela a award for backstage. Is that how they have been doing it for the others? When Fela was alive, why did they not give Fela award? Or was the award not in existence then? How come they waited so long? So we should ask ourselves these questions, because these people, they are very strategic and they are smart. Giving the award to the people promoting the American sounds in Africa, and you are calling that deserving. No, something is going on with Moku. We should please focus on our own sound and enjoy our music in Africa. If they want to enjoy it, they can enjoy, but not like this.